Ya kìlọ̀ fún ìgbín o kò má fowó ẹ̀ jóná o. Ọ̀rọ̀ ń bọ̀rọ̀ bọ̀. Yorùbá pẹ̀lú ọ̀tẹ̀. Now them go destroy themselves. That is the point. Now let me give you a short background though, because I won't go to another thing. I'll come back to it later anyway. You see this display that you are seeing now? It is just about to snowball. Don't worry, don't rush. Tinubu knows that the people that will destroy him, they are not coming from anywhere. They are coming from the people that have indulged him for so long. And even as he is aging like that, like that, he is still lording it over them. And this is not just lording it over them. It's so big that in 2015, it was Fashola that first tried to challenge Tinubu. Yeah, it was Fashola. They tried. They were like, you can't, the governor, you should let him choose his successor. No, you can't do that. There's a Lagos master plan. There's this master plan. Which master plan? Nobody else draw the master plan. Nobody else they tell everybody about master. Which master plan? That was when Ambode came. Around that time, when Bukwari also became president. So everyone expected then, Godfather, he himself, Tinubu, he was throwing his weight everywhere. This is government of the people. Tinubu, the kingmaker. Tinubu, you know what I mean? It was because they expected that for everyone who wants to be minister or be anything inside the APC government of Buhari, they are not going to go through Ikene Shatabandu. They have to go through Tinubu. That was the expectation. He didn't know that they had a shocker for him. 2015, first 6 months, the Buhari didn't appoint any minister or anything. When the rumor finally came, people didn't know that they gave Tinubu the chance. They said, give us names of your nominees. I mean, let's see those you want to nominate. Tinubu nominated people that is a toilet, what have you, the usual proxies that run his errand for him. And this Northern Kaaba, these CPC guys, because Tinubu and gang, they were ACN. Buhari and gang, they were CPC. So they were shocked. They were like, wow, what happened? It was because Tinubu doesn't want any of them to go to any federal level at all. Some of them who have tried to cross him or cross his, you know what I mean, yeah? That's the end of their political career, including Fashola. So when Tinubu sent his names to Abuja, then Abba Kyari was still alive. You remember Abba Kyari, your de facto president? Then they said they received their Tinubu's list. They just trashed it. And they reached out directly through Amosun, who was serving his own second term. Through Amosun, Buhari and gang, they reached out to Fashola, reached out to Fayemi. That was how Kemi Adeosun became minister. That was how this Shitu from Ibadan became minister. That was how Isaac Ajewole, I'll be waiting for that guy name, the health minister then. That was how he became minister. None of them came from Tinubu. Apart from that, the likes of, what's this guy name again? Femi Ojudu. Femi Ojudu was a journalist and always been with Tinubu and gang. Recently, you remember that recently Femi Ojudu came out and he said, I'm not endorsing Tinubu for president. Rather, we will work and make Oshibajo president. It's a long story. Because when all of them that found themselves into Buhari's government, those of them in the first time who found themselves in Buhari's government, they didn't come through Tinubu. They were supposed to be dead and buried politically. So what happened? That was how they turned. So instead of Tinubu having the last laugh, Tinubu now became vulnerable, an orphan. That was when Tinubu left Nigeria, sometimes in April. I think it was March, April 2016. If you don't remember, it is my job to remind you. That's why we call this platform Diary. Mayegun's Diary. I keep everything, and I keep everything here. He left Nigeria in shame. Fashola and the rest of them, they became minister. Then something happened. elections of this place, that place were coming up, starting with Kogi. So Tinubu trying to test, they just finished election 2015. He's still feeling like his godfather from abroad. He told one of his boys, who was House of Representative member, representing somewhere in Lagos, who just won an election in 2015. Meanwhile, that one is from Kogi. Tinubu had to, scribble him into a ticket so that he can deputize somebody who also was a big weight. This guy, Kogi, Audu in Kogi, who later died during the election. But when Audu died and election was ongoing, right? Why not let Tinubu's candidate, who is deputy to the candidate that died, why not let him continue since he is already on the ticket? Oh boy, that was when Abuja came in. And that's when they give them the trick of how Tinubu tried to intimidate, use media to blackmail and force the hands of people, use judges, use court. And they told them everything. They told Buhari, CPC, Malamu and gang. They told them everything. Fashola and co. You know the story. You know the yama, poto, the whole thing led to. That was how they told that one. Go back to Lagos. Be like, say this thing no go work. It wasn't the CPC. It wasn't what have you, Yaya Bello or whatever that has that so much connection. They had to go and bring Yaya Bello so that they would let him know that you have no stake in this election at all. You came fourth in the primaries, so you didn't even have any stake. So listen, this is a game to stop Jaga bandits of Lagos because his dream is to be president. Look at them. Look at the Lagos Abobakus. And if they started there, right? If they started there screaming already, I know. Let your anger out. Let them out. Let them out. Say whatever is on your mind. Say them out. Say them to me. We will continue to open the wound until you find out that you are going to self-destruct with yourselves and your criminal leaders. It's just a matter of time. That was how Yeye Bello became governor. You know the rigging that followed, Tata and the rest of that is history today. Ondo election was coming up. Shebi APC, they are supposed to be one. Shebi Tinubu supposed to be the one in charge of Southwest Territory. Why is he facing all this opposition within his own party? Ondo State, Akeredolu was not interested in becoming governor of Ondo State. That time, it was part of the plot. They drafted him to Abuja. Who suggested his name? Fayemi, Fashola, and this Aregbesola. Abinobi Dia Olushola Oke come from? The one that they said Tinubu want to use then. Or what's that guy name? And you also know the story of their primaries and all of that to cut Tinubu to size for a time like this, for a day like this. They did same thing to him in Ekiti. He wanted to pay them back. Tinubu is fighting internal war with people some of you are bragging. You are bragging of, Tinubu made that Fashola. If not because of Tinubu, this person cannot be this and that. You are about to find out something. At last. I don't wish him anything. No, I just wish him whatever he wish himself. That's it. Shock. Some of you go just hear and say, how did they? You have no idea. So let's fast forward it. Aregbesola finished his tenure as governor, and 2019 came. So they all pretended and still followed the master after Buhari decided to go and bring Tinubu back from France to come and be the negotiator general for APC. That was how they gave him Oshiomhole as the party chairman. You know, Oshiomhole becoming the party chairman, Oyegun, sacrificing Oyegun for Oshiomhole was part of the request of reconciliation that CPC, Buhari, Malamu, and gang, that they gave to Tinubu. Concession, we'll give you the party chairman. And your greedy, selfish, Ashiwaju awon atole, Ashiwaju awon ole, he grabbed it and he decided to work for Buhari's second term to validate the fraud and your sufferings. for another 4 years. Immediately after the election, what did they do again? They went for Oshiomole. They went for everybody that they thought that he planted in that in their party. They took everything away. They gave it to a sitting governor. They say a sitting governor of Yobe is also the acting chairman of APC. Tinubu is now in the limbo. Now, this is when you know, if you don't believe everything I've said, that's your own cup of tea. Don't believe it. That's your cup of tea. But the Ashiwaju Awole that you know, want to be president. Your Ashiwaju Awole now went to Aso Rock, like a lone ranger, like an old man who lost his way, walking about. They say, this way, sir, that way, sir. In desperation, somebody will say, when he was accused of having a foreign account in America, when Jonathan was investigating, you remember, Code of Conduct. The day that they said Tinubu was going to appear at the Code of Conduct tribunal, you remember how many of them? Aregbesola, Isaleko, Barack Obama, that is Godfatherism, Fayemi, all of the APC governor, Abina ACN governor, all the ACN senator, all the ACN this and that, everybody, they packed themselves to Abuja to show solidarity to Ashiwaju Awon Gbewiri, Ashiwaju Awon Atole. They even said it. They said Ashiwaju. Imagine for people inside the Aregbesola camp to say Tinubu Tinto Sara, and you are now saying that God will judge Aregbesola. No, don't worry. If to say make we use that narrative, God is about to judge Tinubu. Maybe all of you are pretending that Nigeria is better and okay. I told you. We'll wait for you. Enjoy your one Nigeria, jump up and down, and then, swim in your pool of leaking swagger. Swim inside it. When you enter when you get your certificate, BLLB. Shebi Yoruba Nation doesn't sound any well to you right now, Abi. The criminals that are telling you that they love Yoruba land and they love Nigeria more. Now, they are about to destroy themselves. Yes, they are about to. So, there is a part, there's actually a part that I want to repeat. The democracy they promote in Yoruba land. This is their own type of political democratic whatever nonsense. So,
materials, so they can't pín fún ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ yín, wọn ò tí pín. Wọ́n ní wọ́n fún yín ní àyè láti lọ bá wọ́n ṣe àmà yín. Ẹ tí ò bá ti rí káàdì tí ẹ gbà kó lọ gbà. Ṣùgbọ́n níbi tí a wà yìí, mo sọ fún yín, gbogbo ẹnu mo fi ń sọ. Ohun tí àwọn leader wa sọ lókè ni pé Sanwó-Olú ni. And I want to assure you, this place we are not going to allow anybody to vote for Ambode here. We are going to send you out of this place. We are for Sanwó-Olú. And that's
that is their own type of politics. So it's going to be a payback time. All of this house will collapse. And it's going to collapse from inside. Tinubu want to be president. Nobody follow him. Even Fashola and the rest of them, majority of them who are in Abuja, they stayed away. He was wondering about inside that old rock, the old people's home. He was wondering about. They say, he said, see, past year, you know what I mean? A whole Ashiwaju Awon Agberu. So he had to rush. You know why he had to rush? To go and tell Bokwari that he wants to contest for president. She Bokwari no say he won't contest. They met in London on the hospital bed in London. They even took a pose together. So when they met in London, did they not tell themselves that I'm going to be contesting for president? Yeah? But it is because the center can no longer hold. And you know one thing that I want you to know is this, right? Patience. Patience. All of you should be patient. Because those who knows that they can no longer serve him because he's turned himself to God, You haven't heard from Auntie Remy. Auntie Remy is also, as I've been told, Auntie Remy is paraying, gidigon. She's crying seriously. You are going to hear our own outburst soon. That people that are husband made, they are betraying our husband. Meanwhile, everyone is saying your husband is trying to make himself God. He wants to make himself God. That even when they were serving him, some people were like, why are you serving him like he's God? They can no longer serve him like God anymore. So, in Southwest, watch me very well. Tinubu only have Lagos. And Sanwo-Iku, this time around, if you like say they talk, say they won't remove arm. So, Sanwo-Iku may be the one that will succeed in where Ambode didn't succeed. Are you with me? If you see any swagger rat, swagger sewage boys and all of them, all these Lagos Abobaku and the rest of them, now the money where they collect, that they jump after. If you know how much money Tinubu and gang are throwing about right now, me that said that Tinubu visited Obas in Ogun State, he was giving them 5 million naira. Somebody said, my Yegun, you have no clue. Every Kabiyesi that came to Awujale's palace that day collected 10 million naira cash just to come and witness that Tinubu want to be president. 10 million every Kabiyesi. Mayegun, you are saying 5 million in the palace. You know, you have no clue. So Lagos is paying for that. Ambode has been, Sanwo-Iku has been playing ball very well. All right. In this 2022 budget, Lagos state government is budgeting 1.4 trillion. Do you know what? 1.4 something trillion. From that 1.4 something trillion that they are going to spend this year, 400 billion from that money. Nobody has a clue what is that money meant for. And nobody is asking a question. The Lagos State House of Assembly passed the budget, and the Lagos State governor signed it because they need money for election. Are you with me? So the only hope that Tinubu has right now is Lagos. So if they choose not to let Ambo, somewhere could go. Maybe not that one self go buy the coffin. You know what? So that's what I mean. Like, I don't know if they try to change him, about to change him for everybody. Remember what Ambode told us? Ambode told us about Sanwo-Olu. I don't even know if I still have that clip. When he told you then that, he has a case somewhere and the rest, yeah? If you don't believe him, you should go to Bagada General Hospital. So I hope they won't try to stop him because it's the last hope for Tinubu. Anything else is just for people trying to make some money from this whole thing. Enjoy it when it lasts. So let's take a minute. I want to show you something, right? It's just briefly, then I'll go to next one, then I'll go to next one. But can you take a minute for those of you who are watching on Facebook, okay? We have over 1,500 of us on Facebook right now, yeah? If 1,000 or 500 of you have been sticking around, even if you don't like me, Go there and click frown face, angry face, love, like, smile, whatever you want to click. Just show that you are here. Like that video as you are watching it. And if you don't want to like it, maybe the thing don't enter your body, they pain you. I hate this, Mayegun. Don't hate me. I'm just trying to make you understand the whole thing going on around you. Of course, you are still going to make your decisions, right? But how about I help you understand what you want to decide on? So you don't have to like me, okay? So let's take a minute and like this video, all right? It's not about liking Mayegun. It's just about listening. And who knows, I may be able to change your mind. So let's take a minute to like the video. If you haven't shared the video, share it, and then we can continue.
As they see with us, you go depend them. As they depend them, you go they see with us.
So you don't have to like me. Just like the video. Show say you there here. You don't be ghosts. Are you with me? One sec. And if you are watching me on Facebook as well, right? And this is your first time, you can like the page. Yeah, like the page. Set your notification. Go to my YouTube channel, which is called Mayegun's Diary Politico as well, right? Go on there, subscribe, and like the video as well. It's class. Let me show you what it looks like. I've always wanted to do this. Sorry, guys. I've always wanted to do this. Share with you if you are watching me from, what do you call it? If you're watching me on your device, yeah? The way you can do it is you go on to YouTube, all right? Let me show you. You go on to YouTube. Hang on. Oh, where is that? Yeah, so you go on to YouTube, okay? On YouTube, you can search for Mayegun Diary Politico. Yeah. And it will come up like this. Search. So what you can do then is you can just come down here where you're going to see Mayegun's Diary Politico like this. You click on that. It takes you to my channel on YouTube. Now, on that channel, you are going to see, sorry, because I'm using my own homepage, so you're not going to see me very well, okay? But however, let's say I decide to go and see this, right? I don't know if you can hear me, by the way. Yeah. So let's say I decide to go and watch this video with you on YouTube, and I want to like it. All right. I want to like the video. You'll see that here. Check your screen. You see my arrow. I don't know if you can see that anyway. But yeah, you should be able to see. You see the like. Yeah. Like the video. Then when you leave that, because I have subscribed onto my channel myself, you are going to see something here that is going to say subscribe. Then, if you want to be a paying member on Mayegun's Diary Politico, there are paying members on Mayegun's Diary Politico. You can click join. Now, this is what that looks like when you click that join button. You are going to see the silver. You are going to see the gold as a gold member. You're going to see platinum. You're going to see prime. And you're also going to see diamond. Now, you can be a member of any. I decided to do that tonight. I've always wanted to do that, but I always forgot, right? So thank you very much for your support, as always. And we can continue. Subscribe. Thank you very much. Now, let us continue. You've heard about, this one I said it's going to be brief again. The attack on those who were wearing the clothes or t-shirts with Oloye, with the picture of Oloye Sunday Igboho at Soka in Ibadan. They killed one person and they took another person away. So the one they took away survived. And he shared his story with a Yoruba platform, Odua TV on Facebook, right, I believe. So he shared his view, and I had this part to share with you. For those of you who probably would like to get a follow-up, something visual, something you can say relate with, I've shown you the young man that was killed, and this one survived, and he narrated his ordeal. I'll try to interpret afterward.
Orúkọ mi ni Àsun. Àsun lorúkọ mi.
Ẹ bá wa dárúkọ yín ní kíkún. A mọ̀ pé ìnagijẹ yín ni Àsun torí iṣẹ́ tẹ̀ ń ṣe.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
Kí lorúkọ yín ní kíkún?
Orúkọ mi ni Táíwò Fọlámi. Orúkọ mi ni Táíwò Fọlámi. Mo jẹ́ ìkan nínú àwọn tí mo wà nínú ọgbà àwọn Ìgbòho tí mo ń ṣe Àsun àti mo tún bá wọn ṣe AC. Ní ìjọ́ tí kinní ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀.
Ẹ ní sùúrù. Ẹ ń fìlì AC.
Mo ń tún AC ṣe.
Ok. Níjọ́ tó ṣẹlẹ̀ níbo lẹ ń lọ?
Mo ń lọ ṣiṣẹ́ ni.
Kí wọ́n á ló ṣẹlẹ̀ gan-an? Ẹ ṣàlàyé fún àwọn Yorùbá.
Mo wà lórí ọ̀kadà tí mo ṣe ń lọ níbi ọ̀nà sókà yẹn. Mo wọ aṣọ Yorùbá Nation. Mo tún wá wọ aṣọ dé stop ọ̀kadà. Kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀? Kí ló dé? Àfi gbàgà gbogbo orí ló yọ lẹ́lẹ́ ń bẹ̀. Wọ́n kó gìbò mi kọ́ gbogbo ẹ̀bò mi. Àfi Ọlọ́run nìkan ni o. Mo tún kúrò, mo sá eré, wọ́n lé mi mú. Tí wọ́n fi gbé mi lọ́nu mọ́tò, gbé mi lọ sí inú gáràjì wọn.
Kí lójú yín rí nínú gáràjì wọn?
Mo rí àánú Ọlọ́run gbà ni. Ìkan tí mo kàn rí mọ́ ni pé mo gbọ́ pé èèyàn kọ́kọ́ ni ẹ lọ pa. Ọ̀gá wọn náà ni. Ká ni mo fẹ́ sọ tẹ́lẹ̀. Ọ̀gá wọn náà ni. Ìkan tí mo kàn rí mọ́ nìyẹn. Ilé ẹlẹ́ tí mo dojú bò, gbogbo ẹ̀jẹ̀ ti kún lójú mi. Wọ́n ní kó lọ dè mí mọ́ òpó náà. Wọ́n dè mí mọ́ òpó náà.
Ọ̀gá àwọn wo ló ní kan lọ pa yín?
Ọ̀gá méjì Ọ̀sìlárì náà ni.
Ẹ fojú rí Ọ̀sìlárì báyìí?
Mo rí, ó wà lórí ìjókòó.
Ní new garage?
Nínú gáràjì. Ó wà lórí ìjókòó nínú gáràjì. Ìkan tí mo kàn rí ni nǹkan dẹ̀ gbé mi dìde, wọ́n dè mí mọ́ òpó. Ìgbà tí wọ́n dè mí mọ́ òpó, àkọ́ tójú mi rí ò dáa. Wọ́n so mí. Mo rí àánú Ọlọ́run gbà lọ́wọ́ á gbé mi. Lójú mi lọ gbé mi sínú mọ́tò. Ìkan tí mo kàn rí mọ́ nìyẹn.
Ìgbà tí wọ́n dè yín ní new garage, kí ló dè yín fún? Ìgbà tí wọ́n dè yín, kí làwọn nǹkan tán ṣe fún yín?
Ìgbà tí wọ́n dè mí, wọ́n fọ́gi mọ́ mi. Wọ́n nà mí. Wọ́n ṣe gbogbo ẹ̀dọ́ lé mi lórí. Wọ́n mú àdá ṣá mi ládàá. Ẹ wo gbogbo òrùngbọ̀n mi. Wọ́n fẹ́ bí ọrùn mi ni. Ọlá Ọlọ́run nìkan ni.
Kí wọ́n pè lẹ́sẹ̀ yìí gan?
Wọ́n nítorí mo wọ fìlà Ìgbòho àti mo tún wọ aṣọ Yorùbá Nation. Nǹkan tí wọ́n fi ṣe nǹkan tó fẹ́ ṣe nìyẹn. Mo wọ fìlà Ìgbòho àti Yorùbá Nation. Wípé ta ni Ìgbòho? Ta ni Ìgbòho? Ọ̀sìlárì lọ̀gá.
Ọ̀sìlárì lọ̀gá, ta ni Ìgbòho? Bó lẹ ṣe dé police station?
Mo dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ yín. Ẹ jẹ́ máa dúpẹ́ lọ́dọ̀ Ọlọ́run. Ọpẹ́ ni fi máa dú. Èmi mo ti ń dágbére. Ìgbà tó mi mọ̀ pò. Mo ti ń dágbére. Tó mi ẹkún tó ń bọ́ ní ojú mi. Tó ń bọ́ ní ojú mi, omi ẹkún. Kí ni mo fẹ́ ṣe? Èmi nìkan àti àtọ́lọ́hun nìkan ni. Mo kàn rí pọ́kọ̀ tú ọwọ́ mi. Gbogbo ẹ̀jẹ̀ ti sá sí mi ní ibi. Ọkọ̀ tú ọwọ́ mi, wọ́n tú ọwọ́ mi. Wọ́n jù mí nínú mọ́tò. Mo bára mi nínú Sanyo police station. Ìgbà mo bára mi nínú Sanyo police station. Mo ṣàmú nǹkan tí mo rí mọ nìyẹn. Mo dákú síbẹ̀, hospital ni mo ti pàdé ara mi.